Day 793 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again. Another day, another LeetCode problem where we're doing daily LeetCode problems. And today we have question number 2283. Check if number has equal digit count and digit value. The difficulty level is easy, so you already know we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as possible. But before we get started, y'all, don't forget to like, hype, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you need any new Apple AirPods, go in and check out that link in the description so you can get you some. Now let's see what the question says. You are given a zero index string num of length n consisting of digits. Return true if for every index I in the range of 0 to less than or equal to I and I is less than n, the digit I occurs nums of I times n num, otherwise return false. All right, y'all, so that seems pretty confusing at first. So let's go ahead and take a look at these examples just to make sure that we are doing this problem correctly. Now, in example 1, we have our input num equals a string 1210 or 1210. The output is true because right here we have at nums of 0 is equal to 1. The digit 0 occurs once in num, right? It occurs right here. Boom. Then at nums of 1 right here, we have a 2. The digit 2 occurs once in, the digit 1 occurs twice in the string, right? Right here, and right here. Because this is nums 1, so nums 1 lands on a 2, so that's why we need 1 to appear twice. Boom. Then nums 2 lands on a 1, so we write here, and the digit 2 occurs once, right? Since it lands on a 1, that means 2 only needs to occur one time. Boom. Then nums 3 lands on a 0. So since nums of 3 lands on a 0, it doesn't need to appear any times. And it says the digit 3 occurs 0 times in num. So it says the condition holds true. Sorry, y'all. Says the condition holds true for every index in 1210, so we return true. So once again, nums at 0 lands on 1. Digit 0 occurs once. Boom, same thing right here. Nums 1, we land on 2. This 1 appears twice, and so on and so on. Now, just in case that didn't make sense, let's take a look at example 2. So in example 2, our input num equals a string 030. The output is false. It says nums of 0 equals 0. The digit 0 should occur 0 times, but it actually occurs twice. So since nums of 0 lands on a 0, that means 0 should not appear anywhere in this string, but it does. It appears twice. Then in nums of 1, the digit 1, nums of 1, which is equal to 3, the digit 1 should occur 3 times, but actually occurs 0 times. So boom, we come right here for nums of 1. That means this 1 should occur 3 times, but it doesn't occur at all. Boom. So then nums of 2, we land on 0. It says the digit 2 occurs 0 times in nums. So this, when we land on 2 on a 0, this one is actually correct because it's a 0. And for nums of 2, and 2 appears 0 times. So that one's actually correct. But the first indices 0 and 1 both violate the condition. So we return false, y'all. And boom, I hope that makes sense to y'all. And now that we understand the question, let's get into the fun part, the actual solution. Solution is not that difficult at all. Now, first thing we need to do is we need a dictionary to store the frequency of each digit. So I'm going to declare a variable. Sorry, y'all. Declare a variable called dict, colon, square bracket, int, colon, square bracket, int, colon, int. So the key is an integer, the value is an integer, and we're going to initialize it with a blank array like this. Boom. Now we're going to count how many times each digit appears. So we're going to say 4C, hold on. We're going to say 4CH and num. We're going to open up the bracket and we'll say dict, square bracket, int, open up the parentheses, string, open up the parentheses, ch. Boom. Then we come all the way over here, put the exclamation point, comma, default, colon 0. Come outside of that and we're going to say plus equals 1. Boom. Then we'll come underneath this and we'll say let n equal num. Num that count. Boom. Then we're going to convert the string into an array of characters so we can access digits by index. So we're going to say let nums equal an array, open up the parentheses, pass in num. And for each index, for each index I, nums of I is going to represent how many times that digit should appear. So we're going to say for I and 0 dot dot less than n. We're going to open up the brackets and we're going to convert the character at index I into an integer. So we're going to say let num equal n, open up the parentheses, string, open up the parentheses, nums, square bracket, I, come outside of all of this and put the exclamation point. Boom. Now we're going to compare the actual count of digit I in the string and the expected count stored at position I. So we'll say if, open up the parentheses, dict, square bracket, I, comma, default, colon 0, from outside the square bracket does not equal num, then we'll open up the brackets right here and we can just return false. Boom, y'all. And then if all digit frequencies are matched, their expected counts, then we could come down here and we could say return true. Boom, y'all. That should be all she wrote. Let's give it a run. Make sure it runs correctly before we submit it. It's accepted, so let's go ahead and submit it and make sure it's still accepted. And look at that, y'all. 0 milliseconds beats 100% of users. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see, y'all. So, with that being said, y'all, I hope y'all learned something today. Well, matter of fact, make sure you get one more look at the code. And yeah, I hope y'all learned something today. And I hope to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.